All right, welcome to Thirsty Thursdays. So, earlier this evening, technically yesterday because it's early in the morning, I neck poured the Remus 6. So, normally I would wait a few weeks before doing a review, and I'll do a separate review for it in a few weeks. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the 4 and the 6 head to head. So, IV versus VI. So, I've got Glencairn's, I've got them marked. After I pour these, I'm going to spin them around. In the past, I have been successful in confusing myself. And I want to give you my honest opinion. So I'm not going to try to cook nothing. Plus, these are just two bottles that I love. So who cares which one wins? But I'm just curious if in a blind taste test, if I get any differences. All right, so let's see what the differences are on the label. Okay, so the 4, very interesting. So the 4 was released in 2020. They call it their 2020 medley. It's 77% of a 2008 bourbon and 23% of a 2008 bourbon. Now the difference between the two is the 77% bourbon is 21% rye, and the 23% bourbon is 36% rye. Chief Leaf, if you're watching this, do the math and put it in the comments. Figure out the average rye of these 77% of 21% rye, 23% of 36% rye. Have fun with that one, buddy. It's 100 proof. They're both 100 proof. Fun little difference. The one from 2020 is marked as distilled by the G. Remus Distilling Company. Of course, that's George Remus, named after a founder or a distiller or someone from some history. The other one is distilled by Ross and Squibb. Now, obviously, this is more than likely the same company, just someone bought out someone. So that's very interesting. So the 4, technically distilled by the George Remus Distilling Company, 6 distilled by Ross and Squibb. And I don't know enough about stuff to tell you what that difference would be, but I'll do some research. Okay, so Chief, I already gave you the numbers on the first batch. You know what, just for fun, we're gonna flip these, and 4 passes in, maybe 5 passes in, I'm not sure, I've lost count, so I don't know which of these is which. I marked the bottom of them, so you might see me when I'm tasting this, you might see me close my eyes and try it. That's so that I don't see the black magic markers that I wrote on the bottom. All right, now this other Remus, so Chief, get your notes out. So this other Remus has 5 different whiskeys in it. All right, so in the 2022 medley, we've got 2% of a 2008 bourbon, 21% rye. So 2008 to 2020. So this is a 12-year high rye bourbon whiskey, the 4. So over here on this, like I said, Chief's my math expert. I need him to do the math for me. 2% of a 2008 bourbon, but this was bottled in 2022. So 2008 to 2022, that would be what? 14 years. So it's got some 14-year bourbon in here. 2% of 14-year bourbon at 21% rye. 27% of a 10-year-old bourbon at 21% rye. 29% of an 8-year-old bourbon, 21% rye. Then we also have 17% of a 10-year bourbon at 36% rye. And finally, 25% of an 8-year bourbon at 36% rye. So not only Chief, anyone who enjoys numbers, and you know what, maybe I'll think better of myself and I'll run these numbers myself later. But feel free to run these numbers and find out, what are we trying to find out? Let's try to find out the average age and the average rye content of both of these bottles. So that's a little puzzle for you. Cool. And again, like I said, 100 proof, both of them are 100 proof, so 50% alcohol. So that's very, very interesting to me. All right, definitely confused on these, but we're going to spin them a couple more times. And as long as I don't look at the bottom, I won't know what I'm drinking or smelling. As a matter of fact, I think if I hold it like this, I won't be able to see the marker. It's easy. Man, that smells good. Okay. It's like creme brulee. It's like creme brulee, except instead of regular sugar, it's like maple. So somehow they've made a creme brulee, but they've burnt maple instead of sugar. Man, that's awesome. All right, let's see what this other one smells like. Yeah, I don't know. You might be able to see the numbers in them. Man, that's good. Wow. Okay. It's the same smell, but this one on the left is more intense. I'm gonna look away. So this one's more intense, whatever it is. Okay. So this one's more intense. This one's not as intense. I don't even know if you could see those numbers. What does that mean? I don't know, because you know the numbers, but I don't. But they're very similar to each other. But yeah, the one on the left definitely has more flavor. Let's see how it is on the palate. Bit of a hug at the end. It's like someone burnt a pancake with maple syrup on it. And then there's just a hint of oak in there too. It's glorious. All right, that was the left-hand glass. These are so awesome. I'm half tempted to just mix the two bottles, but you know, not till I find the others. Somehow I'm gonna track medley 1, 2, 3, and 5. I've got 4 and 6. This is gonna be something I chase every year. So, again, the same taste, but it doesn't taste as refined. It tastes younger. It tastes less structured, if that makes any sense. Not as much of a Kentucky hug at the end. And I'll call it a Kentucky hug no matter where it's from. Lawrenceburg, Indiana. It's got a Kentucky hug anyway. Wow, yeah. I really shouldn't spend any more money than I do on whiskey already. I don't know if I've said this to a video or a live stream, but I've decided that this bourbon habit is my midlife crisis. I'm 45. I already own a motorcycle. I'm not interested in a sports car. Bourbon is my midlife crisis. Spent quite a bit of money on bourbon. Spent quite a bit of money on the cabinets for that bar over there. That's not done. It'll be done soon. It's my midlife crisis. Fortunately, I'm into the collecting and tasting of it. So I'm going to make sure, I'll make sure I have a dry day every once in a while. I'll make sure I'm not drinking whiskey every day because that can be dangerous for the health. So, but I think it's my midlife crisis. All right, I'm going to sip some water. Then I'm going to start with glass 2 and go to glass 1. Gonna sip some water. excuse me, clear my palate. But after this initial tasting, I'm thinking, and I'm guessing just because it seems like it's older, I'm guessing for me the left glass, for you it's the right glass. The right glass is the 4. But we'll see, you never know. Sometimes pleasantly surprised by stuff. Alright, so left glass, going to the nose again. The same, it's the creme brulee, but it's just a little bit weaker. Man, whatever is in the left glass, that's the bottle I'm gonna hide and drink slower. Let's try it on the palate. It's very good. It's very good. Neither of these is a loser. These are both excellent bourbons. And I'm not drinking this whole thing. Whatever, after this next sip, I'm gonna make some decisions, look at the glasses, and I'll pour the rest into either the barrel or the bottle. Probably the bottle. Okay, so of the two, my left-hand glass, your right-hand glass, if you're looking at me, the right-hand glass is better. Let's see which one it was. You might know already. Can you see it? I can't even see it. Okay. I think it's a 4. It's very sloppily written, or some of the marker has worn off. Oh, but that's definitely the 6. Okay, so the 4 is better. So hopefully Chief Leaf will put those percentages in to the comments, but it just does seem like the older. So this is a consistent 12. This is a 12-year-old bourbon no matter what. So the only thing Chief can check in here is he can average out the rye percentage to get the average percentage of rye in the mash bill. With this one, there's 3 different ages. There is some. Hold on. So 2008, but it was bottled in 2020. So yeah, 12-year-old whiskey. So this one's 2008. So this has some 2008 bottled in 2022. So it has some 14-year in it. But it's got some 10 and some 8 in it as well. So it just makes it just a touch younger. So I'm going to be hiding the 4-year. I'm going to be drinking the 6-year with my friends, which the 6-year is an excellent bourbon. So this Remus Repeal Reserve, for anyone out there watching Izzo's Place, if you come across a bottle of this, and I would say, I don't know what it retails, I'll have to research, but just off the top of my head, I would say I'm not interested in paying more than $120 for it. If you come across Remus Repeal Reserve, first of all, if you're a fan of whiskey, buy one for yourself first, don't worry about me. But if you buy one for yourself, you come across another bottle, email me at heyizzo@yahoo.com. I'm interested in getting that bottle from you if you want to buy one. And obviously, I'll give you a finder's fee, and we'll figure out how to get it from you. Either I'll pay you for the shipping, or I'll take a vacation in your town and come grab it for me. But that was very interesting to me. It is the same taste profile. They succeeded in getting the same taste profile, but putting it head to head, I can tell that there's a difference with the age, and the older one is significantly better. So that's very interesting. We're going to pour the rest of both of these into the infinity bottle. And thanks for hanging out at Izzo's Place, and I will talk to you later.